feels heavy and cold, condensation on my palm. Midnight passed a while ago, the wind is soft and calm. So calm. I'm leaning on the railing, checking out the view. The world is small below me, everything looks brand new. The traffic is a river, streaming white and red. All the things that worry me are leaving my head. It's a galaxy on the pavement, stars are scattered on the ground. I finally found my placement without making a sound. I'm bigger than the trouble, I'm higher than the low, watching all the bubbles of the life I used to know. I remember how it felt, drowning in the street, fighting for a feeling, barely on my feet. But the height changed the focus, blurred the lines I drew. I don't recognize the person that I once knew. Galaxy on the pavement, stars are scattered on the ground. I finally found my placement without making a sound. I'm bigger than the trouble, I'm higher than the low, watching all the bubbles of the life I used to know. Yeah, I'm way up here, the air is crystal clear, so clear. Looking at the sparks deep in the dark, I'm finally free, just me. Yeah, I'm bigger than the mess, so much bigger now. I'm finally at rest. Is dark and the candle's low, I got nowhere I need to go. The scent of you is on the breeze, puts my heavy mind at ease, at ease. I feel the weight leave my chest, lay my worried head to rest. I feel so safe, so safe. In the quiet with you, in the quiet with you. Nothing else I gotta do, just stay right here in the still, still water. The still, still water. The glass is sweating on the tray, let the whole world slip away. Your hand is warm against my skin, this is where the peace begins, right here. I feel so safe, so safe in the quiet with you. Nothing else I gotta do, just stay right here in the still, still water. The still, still water. Gotta stay right here. looking in the glass. Watch the velvet minutes pass. Watch the velvet minutes pass. Piano plays a low refrain, hiding all the falling rain. Then I hear that certain sound, lifting me right off the ground. Off the ground. Yeah, it takes me back. The melody is part of you. It's everything we ever knew. One long note and I am gone, back to where we both belong. Oh, ooh, it feels so sweet, walking down our old street. So sweet, so sweet. The horn is crying soft and low. Places where we used to go. Close my eyes and see your face. Time and tide cannot erase. The melody is part of you. It's everything we ever knew. One long note and I am gone, back to where we both belong. Oh, ooh, it feels so sweet, walking down our old street. So sweet, so sweet. Take me higher, take me home. I am begging, I'm alone. Play it once, then play it twice, in this blue light paradise. Yeah, play it for me. I'm home again, with that old refrain, just a melody. Set me free, yeah, set me free, set me free, set me yeah. So much to be thankful for. Look at how the water takes the fire, deep orange sinking in the blue. The day is tired and so am I, but I'm feeling brand new. Just watching the salt air move. Everything is moving slow, and I don't have to rush. The silence is enough, yeah, it's enough. I'm just saying thanks for the way the light breaks, for the peace in my chest, and the way my heart shakes. I'm lucky, so lucky to be right here with you. Your hand is heavy on my shoulder, a familiar kind of way. We're getting a little older, but it's never too late to appreciate the view. I'm just saying thanks for the way the light breaks, for the peace in my chest, and the way my heart shakes. I'm lucky, so lucky to be right here with you. Horizon is a thin line between the now and the then. I'd live this minute over again and again and again. Steam rising slow from this porcelain brim, watching the daylight start to dim. Outside the glass, the sky opens wide. No more places for my spirit to hide. Raindrops racing down the pane like tears, mapping out the landscape of our years. I used to try to catch them all before they had the chance to fall. Every drop is a piece of the past. Let it fall. None of the sorrow was built to last. Not at all. One for the way that you looked at me, one for the person I'm meant to be. In this quiet, I'm finally free. Chatter in the room is a low vibration, a meditation on a lost generation. I'm learning that love ain't a thing you own. It's the seeds you planted that haven't grown. I don't need a diamond to feel like a queen, just the truth in the spaces in between. Every drop is a piece of the past. Let it fall. None of the sorrow is built to last. Not at all. One for the way that you looked at me, one for the person I'm meant to be. In this quiet, I'm finally free. Just the rain and the brew, rain and the brew. I am over the ghost of you. Healing is it's work. Taking work, so much work. Wash it clean. Roots in the soil. Spirit is deep. Let it fall. Let it fall. My peace is within. Let it fall. Yeah, healing is work. The sky is a shade of slate today, the kind that makes the world go quiet. I'll find a corner by the window and let the afternoon just be. The piano player plays a lazy tune to match the rhythm on the roof. A cup of Earl Grey steaming in my hand is all the company I choose. No frantic rush to find a doorway, to find a doorway. No looking back at where I've been, no looking back at where I've been. I'm listening to the silver water wash away the dust within. I used to fear the coming clouds and think the world was coming down. But now I find a heavy storm is just a way to keep me warm. Oh, the rain is such a lovely teacher, softening the edges of the day. I am growing sturdy in the silence, in a most deliberate way. Let the clouds provide the melody, let the pavement have its fill. I am blooming in the grayness, while the rest of me is still. There's a certain grace in slowing down to watch the circles in the street. The person that I was a year ago is someone I no longer need to meet. I'm tempered like a fine spun metal, refined by every fallen drop. There is power in the patience, when the frantic in the patience, when the frantic motion stops. Oh, the rain is such a lovely teacher, softening the edges wonders of the day. I am growing sturdy in the silence, in a most deliberate way. Let the clouds provide the melody, let the pavement have its fill. I am blooming in the grayness, while the rest of me is still. Going in the quiet, just a little stronger now. Steady as the rain. The tea is cold, but I am warm. Water touches my toes and pulls back, taking the noise of the week with it. I left the heavy bags by the driftwood. Don't need those things where I'm going. Watching the orange sink into the gray. The sky is changing its mind again, just like I had to do to survive. The heat is leaving the sand, but I feel the warmth inside. Let the tide wash it all away. I am starting over today. Peace is the only thing I'm keeping, the rhythm of the salt and deep sea. They told me I had to be more, but the ocean says I'm enough right here. No need for the paint on my face, or the masks I wore to hold my place. My wealth is the breath in my lungs, and the songs I haven't yet sung. Let the tide wash it all away. I am starting over today. Peace is the only thing I'm keeping, the rhythm of the salt and deep sea. A long walk in wet sand, hard work, but my feet know the way. The sun goes down so I can rise up. The power was always in my own hands, waiting for the noise to finally end. Listen to me. I didn't think I'd make it this high. The air up here, it's thin, it's cold, honey. But I've been climbing so long, I forgot what it felt like to just stand still. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta walk through the dark just to appreciate what's about to happen. Right now it's beautiful. Look at that line on the horizon. It's finally time. The peaks are catching fire. The jagged rocks turn red. I'm leaving all those heavy thoughts buried in my bed. The ice is melting down, a river starts to flow. I'm finding something deep inside I didn't even know. The light is breaking through, breaking through. I feel it in my soul. I feel it now. A breath whole. My hands are rough and weary, but my heart is beating strong. I've been right here waiting for the sun to come along. It's a heavy mountain, but I'm standing on the top. Once you find this feeling, you never wanna stop. The light is breaking through, breaking through. I feel it in my soul. I feel it now. A brand new understanding, finally making me whole, making me whole. Yeah, it's a new day. I can see everything now. I'm moving forward, moving on. I believe, I really believe. Look at that sun, yeah. It's a new day. It's satisfying, you know, to finally see the top. Yeah. The railing is freezing, skin sticking to the dark. Blue becomes a pale gray, waiting for the change. Waiting for the change. My palms are on the window, surface starting to heat. Starting to heat. Wash the salt away, wash the salt away. New skin on the bone, new skin on the bone. Begin again. Breath moves in the cup, the steam hits my face. Yesterday is a dead weight. I'm letting it go, letting it go. Wash the salt away, wash the salt away. New skin on the bone, new skin on the bone. Begin again. Wash the salt away, wash the salt away. New skin on the bone, new skin on the bone. Begin again. The air is different. I can feel the air. Clean slate, clean slate, clean slate, clean slate right now. The cedar snapping in the grate. Ice is crawling up the window glass. This wool blanket weighs 12 pounds. scratchy on the skin, but let it pass. It feels like home at last. Orange light painting stripes on the floor. I can see the years in your eyes. It's the weight of the water under the bridge, the miles we walked in the rain. I wouldn't trade one jagged mile just to lose the taste of the pain. It was all worth it, wasn't it? Just to be this still again. I think about that rental in Bermondshin with the leaky roof and sagging floor. We didn't have much but a stack of bills and a heavy deadbolt on the kitchen door. We fought like hell just to keep the heat. Now the heat is all we've got. Watching the embers settle in the ash, giving thanks for what we're not. It's the weight of the water under the bridge, the miles we walked in the rain. I wouldn't trade one jagged mile just to lose the taste of the pain. It was all worth it, wasn't it? Just to be this still again. Just the cedar and the wool, watching the embers settle in the ash. I'm glad we didn't quit. No, we didn't quit. Everything was worth it, every bit of it, every bit of it. Just to be this still, just to be this still. Salt in the air, water goes thin. Pulling me out, pulling me in. The tide goes low, I'm letting it go, feeling it move, feeling it slow. Where does the time actually go? the sea. Always now, the way it is, yeah. Your shoulder is a heavy grace. The world downstairs is finally still. The world downstairs is finally still. Safe in this narrow space. See the starlight on your skin, a silver dust, paper thin. We don't have to say a word, the quiet is enough for now. It's enough. Eyes shifting in the glass. The day was a crowded bore. The day was a crowded bore. But here the minutes move like silk. I don't need anything more. See the starlight on your skin, a silver dust, paper thin. We don't have to say a word, the quiet is enough for now. It's enough. Close to me, just the sky, just the sky. Yeah, just me and the pines, waiting on the change. Wool blanket pulled tight round my shoulders, air so thin it tastes like silver. Watching the mist roll off the jagged edges, my breath makes a cloud, then it's gone. Everything is quiet enough to hear my heart, beating steady enough to hear my heart, beating steady against the silence. I ain't in a hurry to get back down. The valley is still sleeping in its own mess, but up here the wind smells like damp stone. First light hitting the ridge, I'm waking up slow, turning over a leaf that's actually turning on carry, that's actually green. No more carrying what don't belong to me. Just the mountain, just the rising. I'm finally clear. Spent too long chasing my own tail in those crowded streets down below. Used to think the noise was the life, but the life is in this dirt under my nails. I'm planting something new in the high soil, letting the frost melt off my skin. If the trees can stand through the winter, I reckon I can stand through the shift. I can stand. First light hitting the ridge, I'm waking take it. Let the river wash the salt away. I'm staying right here where the air is sweet. First light hitting the ridge. I'm waking up slow, turning over a leaf that's actually roots going deep in the rock. New day, new skin. Ooh, it's a beautiful thing to be seen. Yeah. Watching it turn. I'm home. You know, sometimes the night feels a little too long. Sometimes the night feels a little too long. But when that first bit of mercy hits the wall, it reminds me that we get another chance to make it right. Dust is dancing in a silver line, creeping slow across the heavy quilt. The blue is fading out of the window frame. I see the world is turning over soft, like a child waking from a dream. I'm still here and I'm breathing deep, feeling lucky just to feel a thing. The air is cool, my skin, a quiet promise starts to settle in. My heart has opened up its doors. I don't need to ask for any more. Oh, I'm grateful for the morning light, so grateful, breaking through the middle of the night. It's a brand new page for us to write. Everything is gonna be alright, alright. I used to worry about the coming day, wondering how pay the heavy cost. But looking at the pink across the sky, I see that nothing ever truly stays lost. The city is asleep in the yard before the sirens start to scream and cry. Right now the peace is laying in my hands underneath the wide and honest sky. The air is cool, my skin, a quiet promise starts to settle in. My heart has opened up its doors. I don't need to ask for any more. I'm grateful for the morning light, so grateful, breaking through the middle of the night. It's a brand new page for us to write. Everything is gonna be alright, alright. Everything is gonna be alright. They say the world is cold and bitter place, but they haven't seen the wind hit your face. It washes clean the trouble from the mind, leaves the bitterness and hate behind. Just me and the spirit in the room, watching the day begin to bloom. Oh, I'm grateful for the morning light, breaking through the middle of the night. It's a brand new page for us to write. Everything is gonna be alright, alright. Walking in the newness of the day. Thank you for the time to try again. The sun is watch it rise, watch it rise. Yeah, it's a brand new day. So sweet, so sweet, so sweet. Da-da-ba-da. Climb the chromatic scale of the jagged ridge, boot leather pressing on the freezing slate, thin oxygen burning like a trumpet blast. Altitude math is the logic that I track, calculated motion in the heavy gray, waiting for the frequency to finally shift. Searching for the tonic in the heavy mist, elevation brings the shift I need today. First hit of daybreak breaks the mountain glass, incandescence cutting through the granite teeth. Everything aligns in a sharp flat night. The heavy question finally loses all its weight. Velocity of light hits the stillness of stone. Sudden sharp cadence of knowing where I stand. Feet are firm upon this jagged summit edge. Clarity arriving like a fast horn. was a loop of circular thought, walking same patterns in the dim lower air. Now the transportation to the peak is done. Moving to a key I never dared to touch. No more falling back to the predictable beat. This is the tension that leads to release. The vertical jump from the valley of doubt. The bridge is behind me and the world is wide. Breathless at the apex of the morning light. Sunlight refracting off the ancient stone. A majestic chord ringing in the open space. Hope is a difficult melody to master now. Sharp turns on the path are the way I grow. The pace of the climb is the rhythm of change. Standing at the center of the waking world. One sustained note of being fully here. High altitude logic, the sharpest view, velocity, cadence, clarity. I left the highway where the pavement ends. Left the noise of the things I can't fix. Walk until my boots feel the damp earth. Where the air tastes like cedar and sticks. My jacket is heavy with the morning mist, but my heart is finally catching its breath. The silence here has a weight of its own. Weight of its own. It's a different kind of being alone. Under the pines where the light cuts through, I'm finding the pieces I thought I knew. The scent of the moss and the turn of the leaf, giving me back a little belief. Just the wind and the wood and the rain, washing away the grit and the stain. I found a clearing near the ancient root. Sat myself down on a fallen trunk, watching the sunbeams light up the bark. Watching the world get smaller and thin. No more chasing what I'll never hold. The trees don't care if I'm getting old. Under the pines where the light cuts through, I'm finding the pieces I thought I knew. The scent of the moss and the turn of the leaf, giving me back a little belief. Just the wind and the wood and the rain, washing away the grit and the stain. Quiet is a medicine I finally found, keeping my feet on the softest ground. Needles and rain, needles and again. Yeah. You know, sometimes the world gets too loud. Too much talking, too much moving. But when I step through these heavy doors, everything just settles. I can feel the bass vibrating through the floorboards like a heartbeat I almost forgot I had. You know, through the good years and the ones I'd rather forget. But this corner booth, it never asks questions. It just waits for me to sit down, listen to that horn. It's saying everything I couldn't find the words for today. Just listen. The amber light is holding me steady. I slide into the velvet and breathe. The ice melts slow in my glass. The ice melts slow in my glass, while the piano finds a way to believe. No one is watching the clock on the wall. We're all just suspended in time, watching the smoke dance with the strings. Everything is perfectly aligned. This is where I find my peace, in the low notes and the steady beat. Finding my way back home. Yeah, the music is a familiar friend, where the beginning meets the end. In the melody, in the melody, I am finally free. I remember coming here when I was broken. The music didn't try to fix the pain. It just sat beside me in the dark like a soft summer rain. Now the memories don't hurt quite as much. They just add color to the sound, to the sound. Every high note is a prayer I sent up. Every low note keeps me on the ground. This is where I find my peace, in the low notes and the steady beat. Finding my way back home. Yeah, the music is a familiar friend. I don't need to ask for more. Just this moment, just this feeling. Nothing else. Ooh, let it play. Keep that rhythm going. So sweet. I think I'll stay for one more set. Stay a little longer. You know what I mean? It's the only place I can really hear myself. Just peace, nothing but peace. Finally free, yeah, free. Good night. Above the avenue, yellow cabs are cutting through. The air is cool against my skin. This is where I finally begin. I'm leaning on the iron rail, watch the heavy traffic sail. It's a long way down, but I'm standing tall. Yeah, I'm standing tall. I won't trip or fall. Oh, it's a new kind of day, in the middle of the night, looking at the shimmer, doing things right. Quiet strength in my soul. I'm taking back control. Taking back control. Left the trouble on the floor, walked right out the heavy door. People say the world is tough. People say the world is tough, but I've had just about enough of the worry and the weight. Now I'm feeling really straight. Do you see the way it shines in between the silver lines? Every lamp is like a sign telling me that I'll be fine. step inside. Leave the noise of the pavement, leave the noise of the pavement at the door. Low ceilings and the scent of cedar, polished floors where my heels click slow, click slow. No rush to find a place to be, just the way the bass starts to roll. The world is loud and the world is cold, but here the air is warm and old. Sweet peace in a simple chord, looking for nothing but right now. It's the small things that hold me up, finding my home in this velvet sound. Yeah, I'm safe and I'm found. That perfume from 1,000 years ago, mixed with the dust and the piano keys. The keys makes me think of better days when we lived our lives at our ease. Forget the paper and forget the power, I only need this quiet hour. Sweet peace in a simple chord, looking for nothing but right now. It's the small things that hold me up, finding my home in this velvet sound. Yeah, I'm safe and I'm found. They keep running for a bigger prize, chasing the wind until they're blind. So blind. I'd rather watch the ice melt down and leave the heavy weight behind. Leave behind. Sweet peace in a simple chord, looking for nothing but right now. Small things that hold me up, finding my home in this velvet sound. Yeah, I'm safe and I'm found. Yeah, I'm safe and I'm found. Just me and the music, velvet sound. Finding my peace in a velvet soul. Going down, the noise leaves this town, small lights on the gray stone. I am finally here alone, the incense hits my heart, I don't have to fall apart. I breathe in a deep breath, leave behind the stress. Let it go. I am held by the hand of God. I am safe in the quiet place. You are the anchor in the flood. I am covered by your grace. Like a river, peace in my soul. The world tried to break me, the storm tried to take me, the storm tried to take me. Said be still, and I know that you will keep me walking. I am held by the hand of water is pulling back from the shore. My feet are sinking in this wet sand. The sun went down an hour ago. Now I'm standing in a dark land, it's cold, and the air is salt and spray, but I don't feel the need to run away. The tide is talking to the moon, and I'm just listening to the tune. I used to think I was standing all alone, like a piece of driftwood on my own. But I look up and I see the white, burning holes through the blackest night. I'm just a speck of dust in the sky, but I'm part of every light I see. I'm small enough to finally be free. The universe is holding on to me, holding on. Yeah, it's holding on to me. There's a billion points of silver fire looking down at my tired face. All my troubles and all my pride disappear into that open space. I can feel the healing in my bones. I'm connected to the deep and the high. I'm a king on a velvet throne. No more walls and no more lies. I'm part of every ancient dust, finding something I can truly trust. I don't need to be the center of it all. It feels so good to be this small. I'm just a speck of dust in the sky, but I'm part of every light I see. I'm small enough to finally be free. The universe is holding on to me. I'm right where I'm supposed to stay. I can feel the peace. It's a long way up, I'm not afraid. Look at that light. Yeah, I'm home. She's home. She's home. Right where I belong. Ooh. Keep it steady now. Boots off by the heavy oak door. Draft is biting, but I don't feel it no more. I got that cedar wood stacking up high, watching the orange light dance in my eye. Wrapped in that wool throw my mama gave me, finally feeling like I'm supposed to be. The world outside is a different kind of cold, trying to buy what can't be sold. But in here the temperature is just right, healing my spirit in the middle of the night. It's a slow burn, baby, it's a deep heat, sinking my soul into the velvet of the sea. Memories coming back like a warm breeze, putting my heavy mind right at ease. This is home, yeah, this is the light, keeping me whole through the winter night. Through the winter night, I'm brewing hibiscus and a little bit of sage, turning back to a much younger page, remembering the way the summer used to taste, before I let my time go to such a waste. Before I let my time go to such a waste, looking at the ash turning soft and gray. I don't need it no more. shadows are all we know. Just a quiet peace, you feel me? No more running. Yeah, it's a soul thing, healing from the inside out. That's what I'm talking about. Home is here, yeah. Mercury descending on the aluminum rail, oxygenating the systemic failure of 1,000 redundant transactions. I am shedding the frantic architecture. The geometry of the day was too sharp. Now the canopy provides a curvilinear relief, observing the trajectory of a satellite, silently cutting through the indigo vacuum. No friction in this vertical alignment, just the steady pulse of a cooling planet. This is the Nocturnal Restoration, finding equilibrium in the dark expansion, a calculated drift into the quietude, where the pressure drops to zero, the luminous city without the heat of the chase, suspended in the logic of the constellation. Beautiful logic. I am becoming part of the infrastructure. Velocity ceases its aggressive demand. The rhythm is internal and syncopated against the steady hum of the nocturnal garden. My breath is a long tone held for 8 bars, while the city behind the ridge is a blur, an abstract memory of jagged intersections. Here the light is filtered through the pines, sharp oxygen filling the hollow spaces. Where the stress used to manufacture tension, now there is only the weight of the silver air. This is the Nocturnal Restoration, finding equilibrium in the dark expansion, a calculated drift into the quietude, where the pressure drops to zero, the luminous city without the heat of the chase, suspended in the logic of the constellation. Beautiful logic. I am becoming part of the infrastructure. Non-linear healing in the mid-tempo night. The soul is a contrafact of its own survival. New melodies over the old structures, changing the key to a softer modality. The resolution is not a perfect cadence, it is the suspension that heals the spirit, holding the tension until it turns to lace. Absolute peace. Ooh, yeah. So quiet now. Yeah. The clouds finally split, silver on iron rail. Water beads like tiny pearls. Everything feels brand new. Everything feels brand new. Lean into the night, feel it on my face. My skin is cooling down, breath is moving slow. Traffic pain is washing away, amber lamps on the corner. I'm staying right here in this pocket of air. That heavy scent of damp pavement rising up to meet me. Everything is sharp now. Everything is clear. Taking a breath, and I can finally hear the world stopped its racing just for a heartbeat. No more heat in the brick, just the rhythm of the drops landing on the glass. I don't need a thing, just this open space and the way the ground looks black. That heavy scent of damp pavement rising up to meet me. Everything is sharp now. Everything is clear. The city's taking a breath, and I can finally hear cool wind on my neck. I can taste the salt of a midnight gone soft, gone soft. Total peace in the dark, no more static in the way, no more. Ooh, so clear, baby. So shifts in this heavy crystal glass. 40 floors up, looking at the grid below. The traffic moves slow like it's underwater. I'm finally at a height where I can breathe. The water is cold, sharp against my throat, clearing out the taste of a long day. A leather chair is cool against my skin. This kind of silence is the only thing I buy. I'm leaning my head back, eyes already half closed, watching the clouds move past the floor to ceiling glass. Leaving the lounge, walking on the thick carpet. The elevator doors slide open with a soft vibration. We're rising higher past the noise of the street, leaving the weight of everybody else behind. Wrapped in white linen, deep in the cool, finally found a place where I can be still, so still. No more questions, no more checking the clock. Safe inside this velvet box I found, falling into a heavy, perfect rest. Sheets are crisp, smelling like sea salt. Turn the temperature down to 64. Everything I needed was right here in the dark. Just a glass of water and a door that's locked. No one's calling me, no one knows where I am. I'm just floating on a 500 thread count. My body feels light, my mind is finally level. So level now. Wrapped in white linen, deep in the cool, finally found a place where I can be still, so still. No more questions, no more checking the clock. Safe inside this velvet box I found, falling into a heavy, perfect rest. Drifting away. Just the water on the nightstand, just the luxury of the quiet. Finally, I'm finally gone into the deep good night.